Ghostrunner is one of those games that the footage looks boring as fuck, but when you play it, it feels fast as fuck. I used to speedrun the demo of Ghostrunner, and that shit was so cool. The difference between the main game and demo was basically that when you speedrun it, it's only 2 levels and there's no special shit. Like, it's only the basic movement. So when Epic gave out Ghostrunner 2, I was like, holy shit, there's a second game. I beat the game, it's fucking awesome, it's great. It crashed a lot, but whatever. It also sometimes lags. That's fucking annoying. I don't know. In Ghostrunner 2, level 10 is a big moment for the story. And level 9, you end up escaping this dystopian facility in this cool motorcycle chase. But level 10, you're on the outside. This level is one of the weirdest levels in the game. If you play the level normally, you drive your motorcycle down to this building, you climb this little area. Usually you throw these ninja stars and you encounter these zombie guys. Then you move on to your motorcycle and you just play a level normally. But there's this doorway. Right here, it's open, and this leads to destroying the level. Right at this moment, you'll see a bridge and you'll be like, oh, I need the motorcycle to jump this. But no. It's extremely strange on why it wasn't a little bit further. There's another part of the level that requires you to have the motorcycle, but even then, you don't need it. It's extremely strange on how this game works. There's a lot of collision in the game for like no reason. It's usually so you can run on walls and interact with the environment, but there are some parts that it's like, why is collision out here? There's just this. I like to call it the plane. It's really weird that this happens right here. Like, you think the developers would have tested what happens if you just walk. I have no idea why there isn't like a barrier or something that doesn't let you skip this part of the level. There's no reason that you should be able to skip it, but you can, and it's just really weird. The reason this happens is because there's checkpoints in the level. I don't exactly know if the checkpoints are all from the bike or if they're from something different, but either way, basically when something's done, it loads part of the level. From what I can tell, there's about 3 checkpoints in the level. I don't exactly know what the checkpoints are from, but I have a good idea. But either way, I don't really understand why this level is so broken. In my opinion, I think it might just be that the team wasn't experienced with huge open areas. They have been focusing on these like closed in, like dystopian themed levels. So it was probably weird for them to have a huge open area. Another thing is that the motorcycle moves extremely fast. If you look at sections of the level, there are parts that aren't really rendered, which from a game design perspective, it's probably because there's no reason to focus on this. Nobody's gonna see it. They're moving fast as fuck. Why should we focus on the little parts that people probably won't see? They're looking forward. It really only matters what's in front of you. I don't have footage of this, but I swear to God it happened. There was this weird glitch in the game where the beginning half of the level wasn't loaded, but like the second half was. This is why I'm not really sure how the checkpoints work. Basically, when I respawned, it like spawned me in an area with a bunch of floating enemies, and we were all falling, and it was super fucking weird. And like, it was even weirder because usually you just fall infinitely, but under the area where like the zombies are, there's just a huge rock. It was just weird because I was fighting falling NPCs, which was a weird experience. Running on these buildings is actually really cool because it glitches out, and this shit is awesome, going around in circles and all that. After a while, I just realized I couldn't do much to beat this level like this, so I just beat it like normal. Then I beat the game. But this level hasn't left my head. While messing around, I found this ability that allows me to rocket jump. Holy fuck, this movement is so insane. It opens up so many different possibilities. Usually this movement wouldn't be shit, because if you use it next to an enemy, it takes a bajillion years to recharge. But this level has like no enemies. In the plane, there's this section where you can fucking fly. Getting on the highway used to be hard as shit. Not anymore. Out of bounds, you're actually allowed to walk on it. It's really interesting actually. Some places have lower resolutions. Some places don't even have like geometry. You can just walk through it. It opens up so much. It like genuinely makes me wonder, what would like an open Ghostrunner like level look like? Because most of the levels are sectioned, but what would just a huge hub look like? I remember when I didn't understand how rocket jumping worked, I understood some of the potential, but not what it could lead to. There's an area that will let you go to the another side, but there's not much. There's another area in the map that lets you like fly and get out of bounds, and it's pretty cool. There's not much out here. I did find this awesome area in the game. If you climb this building, then you line yourself up with this road, you can just fly. With this, you can explore the other side of the map without walking around. It's actually really cool because they put barriers as like sky roofs, I guess. You can actually walk on top of them and you can just fucking fly with it. I ended up finding this little tunnel area. There's nothing there. And the other tunnel kills you. This mountain actually has some really weird collision. It's extremely fucking weird. I was trying to get to the tower, even though it's probably like an image or something, I don't give a fuck. It was just really fun running out of bounds. On the other side of the mountain, it's even more fucked up though. Okay, so I haven't really found much out of bounds. It's just really cool walking around. The only reason I'm even making this video is because it's just really easy to do. Like, you don't need to do glitches to get over here. Just one boost and you're over. It's just weird to me. Anyways, you have to use the bike to get to the next loading zone. I did see this weird red thing loaded. So yeah, that's weird to me. Why would that be loaded? I can't tell exactly what it is, and I don't exactly have boundary break camera shit, so I don't know. Well, continuing onwards, you can actually get out of bounds. And I was coming up with this cool ass plan where I was gonna speedrun the level. I was out of bounds. I was like, okay, maybe I can break this, get through the vents, and all this other shit. But it turns out you can actually just do this. Yeah, so going out of bounds is kind of pointless with this glitch. Um, lol. If you go out of bounds over here, there's a lot to explore actually. There's this bridge that doesn't have collision, these towers that make you fly, and lots of desert. Anyways, going out of bounds is quite fun. Anyways, I didn't really find much in the level. I just thought it was neat.